trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello to you, and welcome into another edition of Rayleigh's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on Toya. Time to talk about some Potomac. Y'all feel like we're getting closer and closer to the reunion. Usually, it's about 15 episodes. So I think we're coming kind of close to the end of the season, and Lord, this reunion is going to be something. But before all that, we got to get to episode 12, okay? So let's get to that. Higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music, rather. Yes, you do. And then there is, hey, everybody, hopefully all is well with each and every single one of you. We do have a lot to get to, child. So let's get to it, because, my Lord. So it picks up right where we left off with Angel talking about her so-called eviction. Now, like I said, Wendy, you and Eddie got your own shit going on, okay? Now, Angel hasn't really said too much about it, all right? So, hush. And then, Ashley said that somebody said to her that you just moved to be in the group. Now, Giselle, respectfully, Maryland is bigger than you and Ashley's existence and Wendy's existence, for that matter, okay? There's plenty more famous people from Baltimore than y'all three women, okay? Disrespectfully and respectfully, okay? Okay. And that just kind of boggled my mind. Like, I'm not gonna move anywhere just to be a part of a group. What are we doing here? Seriously? Now, I believe if it's a good enough job, right, and I am getting compensated, paid, I'm getting invested in responsibly, accordingly, and accurately for me to do the best job, sure, I might move for a job. I don't believe you should move somewhere for a person, because what if that relationship doesn't work out? Then you're stuck, right? So you should always move on your own accord, but to move for a group, where do they do that at? That just kind of blew my mind. I'm not sorry to say that. That was just a little out the way for me. Yeah. So Wendy and Eddie's 15-year anniversary is coming up, and Wendy wants a new ring. Eddie, I believe you should go find one of those stolen rings that y'all said was stolen, rather, and move on with that. That's what I meant to say. I think you should go find one of the rings that y'all said was allegedly stolen and re-gift her that, okay? Then, Stacy and Sharice, they talk. Stacy is not here for Sharice at all. I'm just like, damn. And Sharice is wearing, some lingerie. That is a trend where you wear lingerie as clothes. Listen, to each their own. I'm a dude, so you know I don't really have an opinion on it. Um, I will say some of them are very tastefully done, but as long as you're not just dripping lingerie when you walk outside, you know, then do what you do. But of course, you know, if you're a single woman and you know you blessed with, and the neighbors are looking, you know, you look at them, you know, it is what it is. You know, you in your own, you in the confines of your own home. Stacy and you know Wendy talk, and you know Wendy finally meets Timmel, but Timmel then has to leave. And Bravo was so petty; they put at the bottom of the screen, the lower left hand corner, 32 minutes spent. Here's the thing, right? These husbands, right? They are supporting their women, and that's it. The fact that Timu was there for any part of it, good on him, right? Because this is how I feel about it, right? First of all, if my wife ever wanted to be on one of these shows, first of all, I'm going to say disrespectfully, fuck no. I'm gonna tell you why. For one, it's not that I don't want you to have your own thing, okay? It's not that at all. But I believe you deserve peace in going after your blessings. I believe you deserve peace in going after your blessings. I believe you deserve peace in going after your blessings. That's one. Number two, I married you to be my something, not my everything, right? And number three, if you want to do this, I'll support you, but just know, listen, they get out of line, we're going to handle it legally, and it is what it is. Because Leos are very protective. You come for us, we will turn into Scar and not give a flying fuck, damn, or shit about how you recover mentally or otherwise. Okay? But I would not want my wife to be a housewife in one of these shows. I'm just going to keep it a bug. If I was married, no. 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 So 32 minutes was more than enough. You know what I mean? Giselle thought that he was a part of the staff. That was shady. That was shady. Okay? Giselle, that without man. Shout out to Karen Huger. So then they had these different games. They had the three-legged race, and you know, Giselle and Charisse fell down their ass. I thought that was kind of funny. And Stacy and Tia won. And then we learned that Jackson, Charisse's son, took Ashley home after a crab boil. And 2 days ago, you know, when it was, I think it was Giselle, Ashley, and Charisse were all sitting down for lunch. Ashley said that she kissed Jackson. Okay. Now, Ashley is 37 and Jackson is 27, right? Okay. 10-year age gap, but hey, two grown people. So then there is a all right, I'm sorry. So then there is a tug of war. Is Ashley's team versus Jazzy's team. I believe Jazzy's team won. Then Angel and Tia talk, and they have their own conversation. And Giselle interrupts and says, I know you got a lot to talk about, Angel, but it's game time. It's like, Giselle, this is not elementary school where this is required field day. Let people be grown. Okay? You're just as bad as Toya from Married to Medicine, who said, and I quote, getting a Birkin bag was harder than having her own children on national television. You're just as bad. Let people breathe, okay? This child, listen, if I was there, no, I'm not about to play these games. No. Now, that's not to say that I'm not, you know, social, but around, now listen, if I had to do a party out of this cast, I think Karen, I would definitely, you know, play games with Karen. She seems like a fun time. I think I would play games with Kiana. She seems fun. Angel. Jazzy, she exists, so I would, you know, at least be cordial. Um, but Ashley, Giselle, Wendy, I mean, I'll tolerate her too, but no, like, what just happened to just people doing their own thing? Like, I know it's games and stuff, but like the kids should have been playing the games and stuff. Like, I know it's adult fun day and this, that, and third, but like, did you really have to interrupt like Angel and Tia's conversation? Like, really? So there's this thing called pink pony where you got giddy up halfway and then giddy back and then tag your partner. But Giselle and the rest of them did not giddy up in the beginning, so there was cheating going on. And Stacy was just. And Vanity Fair said that she had a great performance for 2025. I feel bad for Timo because he can't look. He can't do this. Yeah. He can't do none of. He can't even. Come on, come on, come on, Stacy. Come on, girl. Come on, giddy up. He can't even do that because there's nothing to grab onto. Justice for Timo, okay? Justice for him. Don't make no damn sense. Anyway, Eddie says everybody's a winner. I think Eddie just said that to have peace in the valley because he was over it. Wendy and Eddie's daughter Cam said a 47 plate. Out the mouths of babes. I thought that was so hilarious. Out the mouths of babes. And so Greg is going to move back in, right? And Giselle feels like Greg is not going to give away. Now, I will have to agree with Giselle, right? Now, of course, Kiana is saying that, she and Greg are working things out for them, and that's good, right? But I do believe if you went through a whole season, right, where he was not being supportive of you and you moved out the house, this, that, and the third, it doesn't seem like anything is stable there to me. Outside of looking, it doesn't seem like Kiana is joyful. And I'm not saying that, Kiana has to be joyful every moment and Greg has to be joyful every moment, but at least there's some stability and like, okay, like I want to showcase more to you. And, he's not hiding Kay or anything like that. You know what I mean? So good for him. But there's not a frequency of energy of wanting to really show her off. Like, for example, if Grace, Giselle, and Jamal Bryant's daughter was, 29, you know what I mean? 26, 27, 28, absolutely would definitely try to date her. Grace seems very articulate. She seems like she has an old soul, but she also she seems like a wifey that she rests in her feminine energy, but she is also about her business, right? But in the same token, right? Grace is 21 years old. I'm 31, right? 10-year age gap, but also too, Grace deserves to live a little bit of life for herself, right? So I say all that to say true love is not just defined by the quantity of things you can do for somebody, but it's the quality of the energy you give that person. To me, it just seems like the quality of Greg and Kiana, it's not stable enough where, you can feel that there's something there. That's just my perspective on the outside looking in. I wish both of them well together. You know what I mean? Because we love black love around here, but I just don't know. Like, if I had to fight with you all that time and then move out and then we're moving back in, and here's the thing, even though it can be a new recommitment to each other, that don't mean you ain't gonna struggle on that new recommitment. But hey, what do I know though? I'm just a black man talking on YouTube. So after that, Cam likes the potato salad. Cam likes Stacy's potato salad. And Wendy made a face rather. And Eddie said that he had no space for the potato salad. And Wendy said, "Well, why don't you have a taste?" I'm like, Wendy, he should not suffer through this alone, okay? Y'all have become one, okay? Eddie has left his mom and his dad, and he left one flesh and became one flesh with you. So both of y'all need to eat the potato salad. Okay, I thought that was very uncouth, disrespectful, and wrong of Wendy to do that. So, and he said, it was good for what it was. And Wendy said, have another bite. I'm like, Wendy, now this is where you should take another bite. Okay, it shouldn't just be him. But hey, that's just that's just my take though. Oh, it's no problem. Hey, gorgeous. Hey. Reviews and recaps is an amazing, amazing content creator. Like, comment, share, subscribe to her. And let me just say this, right? I may not be in everybody's lives, but that don't mean I don't see all, right? By the way, I love how I'm frozen in this moment right now. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm back. But like I said, just because I'm not everywhere doesn't mean I'm not supported, right? And in the words of Queen Sheba, if you're on somebody else's platform for 2 hours, you gotta be on your own for 4. And so when I do have time, I may not comment, but I will at least like. You know what I mean? And to be real with y'all, what God has for you, wherever you believe in, has for you is for you, right? And not everybody has to be the same content creator. The way Braylon Lee is not the same way reviews and recaps need to be. And if you close your eyes and imagine every content creator being a Braylon Lee, YouTube would not exist. Because you need what? Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay? So, but I do celebrate those who I believe deserve it. And if you don't get any love from me, guess what? This one's not personal. It's just I'm working on my channel, but also too, I allow what I accept into my life. If jobs have standards or requirements, so should we as people. That shouldn't be a personal thing. Okay? All right. Wendy did not like the potato salad. She did not. She did not. She did not at all. So then Ashley and Jackson catch up. And I love Sheree. She's like, what you gonna catch up on? Ashley, what you putting down your throat? And don't you get that napkin and wipe nothing off her face. Don't you better not. Try me not, son. Try me not. Try me motherfucking not. Now, of course, Sharice did not say try me motherfucking not. At a family day, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? This is a Braylonization. This is Braylon and a dramatization put together. Braylonization, okay? Stacy said, I would take that to my grave. I'm like, oh, Stacy has a moral compass all of a sudden. Oh my God, but yes, she's lying about other things. By the way, I will say, and I did say, will continue to say what Giselle said about Stacy was wrong, that Stacy could not be around men, women, or children. The children comment was a little much because she does have a daughter with tumor called Arabella. Her name's Arabella. So that was wrong as fuck, Giselle. Okay, because you was messing around with somebody's son from Winter House. Nobody had anything to say on that. Okay, all right. And lovely Tia, she said, "I'm gonna try to do her accent well." Okay. Well, if I had a friend like Ashley, I would say, "Get it, boy." I'm not mad at it. Ashley's cute. See, here's the thing, right? And I know what people are going to say. Well, Braylon, you just attacked Stacy for being ditzy, clueless, and all out the way. Here's the thing. Tia has sense to her. Tia has sense to her. Tia has sense to her. So I expected nothing less from Tia. Now, when Tia said, "Get it, boy," I'm like, wait. Whoa, wait. When did Mama become homegirl? Hang on, this ain't right. But I appreciate Tia standing up in her truth, but also not forgetting her roots, but being in the fullness of who she is. Like I said, Tia and her family could have a whole spinoff show, and I will review that season after season. Okay, just keeping it a buck. Kiana said, hide your husbands, hide your sons, hide your grandsons from Ashley. So then we get to Tia and the chore chart, right? Does anybody want to volunteer this, that, or the third? And, the producers asked, did you do chores? And Tia, she just said, well, we have people do that. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. If I grew up with privilege, I would, purposefully make sure that people knew every chance they got that we had, that we were privileged. That's one thing I agree with Kay about. Absolutely, right? It's just like, can you not find anybody for your own self, Ashley? I mean, now I know they did Love Hotel, but I mean, child. I mean, if you're looking for Bravo, and Bravo, y'all could absolutely do this, right? I think y'all could do, Bravo Celebrity Looking for Love or something like that, dang competition where you take a single Bravo celebrity and, 30 guys sign up. There you go. Very simple. Same thing for Bravo Woman. Take a Bravo celebrity woman, give her 30 guys. Like, it's not that difficult. It's not. And y'all need new content. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I think Bravo really should evolve into a platform where, content creators like myself, reviews and recaps, and other people bring on their content career shows, because Bravo originally stood for Bravo Encore, for art and entertainment and theater and everything in between. But now Bravo should stand for, yes, Bravo, I want to see more. And you need to find content creators and independent artists that got talk shows, that got game shows. I'm not saying it's got to be a general entertainment network, but you do need an infusion of other content. Just keeping it a book. Now, I don't know if Brainley's virtual tour can work on Bravo, because I'm just going to say this with all due respect to Andy Cohen, who, Andy Cohen, he's done Watch What Happens Live for 15 years. I think he had like a syndication test for daytime TV. I think Brainley's virtual tour could give Watch What Happens Live a run for its money. And I'm going to tell you why, okay, before everybody says, oh my God, not Brainley comparing himself to a white man. What, you trying to be the next Carlos King? No. Because here's the thing. Brainley's virtual tour has more juice, more of a frequency of possibilities, and more of a soul of giving a fuck about everything else than Andy Cohen and Carlos King put together or separate. Brainley's virtual tour could give Reality with the King a run for its money, and Watch What Happens Live a run for its money. Let me show you what we do around here real quick. Okay? Just before anybody believes I'm jealous, this, that, and the third, da. Let me just show you what I do. Okay? Let me just show you what I do real quick. Present. Here it is here. And here's the gag. Reality with the King and Watch What Happens Live doesn't have to do what I do. But look at all this. This is what I do. Like, like, come on now. Like, this is what we do. Okay, we are all about DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, and we're at 981,000 total views. So we definitely earned it, in the words of Jasmine Crockett. So all this stuff, like Carlos King and Andy Cohen can't do all this. Stop it. Like I said, I don't know if Brainley's virtual tour could work on Bravo, because we actually talk about real shit. But listen, if you're looking for a show that, Bravo, I want more hot topics. I want more destinations. I want Brainley to go there. Bravo, I want more of that. if you make the network into that format, I think shows like my reviews and recaps and many other content creators could have be a Bravo celebrity on Bravo. But until Bravo recognizes that, hey, more people are interested in other things, then they're going to still be stuck as a Housewives network, which, I mean, 20 years of Housewives, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but I'm just keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? But anyway. All righty, let's get back to the review. So, Amina, half sister for Tia. Tia did not really want to have contact with her half sister and her half brother until their dad passed away. So, Amina, same dad, different mom, right? And we're gonna get to their conversation here in a little bit because it was very moving to me. So Stacy, right? We with Stacy. Timo is on the treadmill, and Stacy's like, "So what do you want to do?" Just happy to be in the room. And Timo's like, "Work out." But like, is there anything else you want to do? Huh? Am I looking good in my workout gear? You want to work me out? Huh? No, don't work out. So I'm like, TJ did want to fuck you. And Timo's like, listen, I'm willing to take more steps than stomp the yard from the back. I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Can't do it. So anyway, my Lord Jesus. So Stacy is a yogi. And Stacy says couples who sweat together stay together. Really? If that's the case, why did y'all get a divorce? Okay. And then, she's like bouncing on, the medicine ball. And then she's like, that hits a spot. Oh, yeah. Like she's doing all this awkward moaning. It's just like, girl, just say your husband, I want to be fucked disrespectfully and roll the fuck on. Like, what are we doing here with these hints? I just... Okay. And then, when she did the medicine ball, she said, will this give me a bigger butt? People been saying I need a bigger butt. And T was like, I don't know about that, babe. I put Stacy has no ass in my notes, okay? And then, child, oh my God. Let me find this meme. Because I just have to say it. I do. I really, really do. Give me a moment. Let me make sure. Yep, that's the one. Okay. Well, I'll play that here in just a minute because this is exactly how I felt about what Stacy said. So Stacy said, well, Ashley's bunions are not the only thing that's been on the countertop. It's like, girl, what? Why? Why would you mention that on national television? Oh, if you're going to mention something that's been on the countertop, I would say, let me tell you something. I had a glass of Cabernet Sauvignon. That wine was heavy, but that wasn't the only heavy thing on that countertop. At least it would make a lot more sense than somebody's bunions on your countertop. Because this is what I got. Okay, this is how I felt. This was how I was, moving mentally. Okay, here it is right here. Okay, here we go.
Emotional damage. 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 Emotional damage.
That's how I felt.
Emotional damage.
That's how I absolutely felt. I felt emotional damage from that shit right there. That's how I felt. Emotional damage, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So let's roll on. So then with Angel, they got to move some things to storage and they will find a house in due time. Now, last time I did this live on Zillow, right? So I want to go to Remax.com. I'm going to switch things up. I'm just going to type in Potomac, Maryland. Okay. Let me bring this up. Because like I said, I can only imagine, the searching is exhausting. I think y'all saw like over 200 homes. Listen, here it is here. Right there. 7 million, right? $995,000, 9 beds, 13 baths, 22,950 square feet. Here's another one, 6,900,000, 7 beds, 12 baths. This one here, 6,600,000, 5 beds, 9 baths, 11,511 square feet. Now, I'm not saying that Bobby and Angel have not toured these homes, but I am saying there are options out here, unless you really are not open-minded to not a damn thing, right? I mean, even this one, $3 million, 7 beds, 7 bathrooms. There it is. You know what I mean? Kids got their own room. Bobby got his man cave. You got your, mom cave. There it is. You know what I mean? So there's options out here. Shout out to Remax.com for providing these homes. Absolutely, indeed. Yes, indeed. But I'm just saying, So, right there. That. Hello again. Yes, indeed. All right. So, Wonderland Experiences, which is their Black-owned business. Shout out to that. We love Black-owned businesses around here. We actually mentioned Wonderland Experiences. They have them in Colorado. You can do fishing, horseback riding. You can even do cooking sessions with Bobby, which is really cool. And so they're getting ready for the Colorado trip. So then we get to Wendy. The renovation is done. First floor, right? Now, Wendy said either the basement is next or the pool is next. I would just rest right now. Y'all got too many issues going on to worry about, pool or basement. That's just keep it up. But so Wendy calls Dad, right? And Dad is not about being in the past, this, that, the third. And when we see FaceTime, Edwin, he's grown, but he looks young. Black don't crack, right? So I thought it was a decent conversation for what it was. And you only get one mom and one dad, right? So do what you need to do that works for you. So I will applaud progress on that. So then we get to Giselle, and she's working with the Brain Tumor Society. They raised $1.2 million, which is very commendable. And in the past 30 days, Giselle has not heard anything about her dad's will, their grandpa's will. And so I do hope that things, work out with that, just in general, because, to not have your dad here, Angel, Adore, and Grace's granddad here. And, even for Jamal Bryant, that was his father-in-law, right? So that could have been a grandpa, grandson, father-son relationship there. So, to not have that cultural figure for your family is difficult. So I said nothing but love, prayers, and light to that situation. So then we get to Kiana, right? And Kiana is moving back in for the second time with Greg. Okay. And there is a gift, right? There's like a brown box. Of course, we know it's a U-Haul box, but on reality TV, if you don't have permission to mention that brand, you cannot, mention them at all, right? So with that being said, and I definitely want to bring this up. And and believe me, I think reviews and recaps might know where I'm going with this if she is still here. Um, but for y'all, this is gonna be due to y'all. So basically what happened with Kay is that she got a picture phone, right? Now you would think after moving out and having distance and this, that, and the third, and you finally got your things together and you know went to a jewelry store to purchase a ring. That ring would come, right? You would think that. I even said to reviews recaps like, ain't there a housewife that has got a huge brand partnership with a jewelry company, or a housewife that does have their own jewelry company? I mean, hell, even Kathy Hilton, the Hilton Hotel brand, they know people with, they know people, they know jewelry companies, right? So there's ways to make this happen. Just keeping a buck. You know what I mean? So, but I wanted to bring this up because I thought that this was this was funny. This commercial gets more action than Kiana will ever have action in getting a ring.
I get to love you forever. I'm yours forever. I do. Every kiss begins with K.
Every kiss begins with K is getting more action than K with a ring. Okay, listen, it was right there. What did you want me to do, huh? What did you want me to do? You saw the thumbnail, you know my voice, and damn it, you know why you're here. Okay, listen. I just thought that rhymed. Okay, so listen. But I'm saying nothing but love to Keanu and Greg. But Greg, seriously, bro, like you got a good one. You know what I mean? She's stunning. She's about her business, and she has a good personality. You know what I mean? Of course, we don't get to see all of Kiana like you do, but I do believe that hopefully, by reunion time, that you guys, there's a ring. Okay, because Kiana's a great catch. She is. So Kay's condo is her condo, but it's theirs. And 5 years they're gonna get a new home. And Greg, by the way, it's when we get married, because you in this thing too, you know what I mean? So then we get to Tia. And Amira is Tia's half sister. Beautiful woman. And like I said, same dad, but not the same mom. And Tia learned about Amira at 12 years old. And Tia said, had it been me, I would burn the house down if I would have found out that my husband had a whole nother child. And Tia was resistant for a very long time because of her mom. And Tia's dad, towards the end of his life, just wanted their kids to be together. And so Tia started getting emotional about it. And Tia called Amira after the passing and everything else, and Tia said, just know that you're loved. And they both start to cry. And I thought this was a very beautiful moment, because think about how many times in life we have found out some news that maybe hasn't been the most pleasant, but we figured out a way to handle the news. And it just seems like Amira and Tia were always supposed to have that sisterhood relationship. So that made me very happy. Like I said, Tia can stay. Ashley can go. If they dropped Ashley and kept Tia, I would be fine with it. And for everybody saying, oh, Angel too much, this, that, and the third, excuse me. Phaedra lied about Candy graping Portia in the basement. Okay. Dr. G got to bring on sweet tea. Okay, so Kawhi had to work with her ex and a number of other issues on Bravo. If all that can happen and people could come back, Angel could come back for another season. Not to mention, too, are we going to forget about Mia B. Lion? And are we going to also forget about Monique and what she did to Candace? And Monique came back? Y'all can't say shit about Angel. I don't want to fucking hear it. But Braylon Monique's a black woman, and she a mother, and she a this, and she a that. Don't you always say he or she who has not sinned cast the first stone? Here's the gag. He or she who hasn't sinned cast the first stone. That includes you. You can't throw no fucking stone either. But Monique got to come back, but y'all can't deal with Angel if she comes back. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Moving on. So, we get to Wendy and child. This is when it goes to hell. So, Susan and Ivy come through, right? And, this is to, look at the house and everything else, the renovations. And Susan said, will black toilet paper give you a UTI infection? I'm like, see, this is why we can't take some black people no damn where. Okay? So the interior designer had to leave. Susan wanted to go play. And, Wendy wanted to talk about the call with Dad. And Ivy said, don't have any expectations because he's not that dad, right? And Susan said that she birthed Wendy and Ivy and that Edwin was a sperm donor. Okay. All right. Wendy pointed at her mom and, asked the kids to go upstairs. And that was the right thing to do. You know what I mean? And the pointing made Susan upset. It was disrespectful. And Ivy said the presentation was off by pointing the finger in, Mom's face. And I don't think Wendy was trying to do that to be disrespectful. It's just like, Mom, just please, can you work with me and not against me here? And Ivy said, it's interesting all of a sudden of how we're now protecting the image of Granddad. And Ivy, I'm just going to be real with you. I don't know you, sweetheart, nor do I have to know you, right? But it seems like you really want that relationship with your dad too. And maybe you're not the most articulate person. Far be it from me to give an opinion, but yet you showed up on national television. So, and Susan said, that y'all traveled across the world, but the granddad did not see the grandchildren. Wendy said Susan's trying to have a moment. And Wendy called Susan girl. And, Eddie hears, screaming, yelling, this, that, and third, and comes out. And Susan jumps on Eddie, like, are you going to try to defend her? And Eddie's like, no, I think it's just a very tense situation right now. And, just bring it down. And Ivy agreed and said, bring down the voices and stuff. And Wendy believes Susan was trying to have a moment, and this always happens. And Susan says, you need to talk to your wife. She's out of control. I'm like, this is your daughter. And Ivy is defending, their mom, Susan. And, Wendy's yet upset. And Susan tells Wendy, her words, not mine, shut the fuck up. Now listen, I do not give a damn uck or ish. That is a grown woman. And she deserves as much respect as you want her to give you respect. That was uncalled for. And Ivy, I know your sis, but just because you are, I gotta put this. Ivy, even though you're trying to bring peace to the valley, that does not mean your mom gets to do what she wants to do. Sometimes doing the right thing is the most uncomfortable thing. And you should have said louder, Mom, no, we're not doing this. No, she's got the right to her feelings. We may not agree with it. That's all right, but we're not going to disrespect my sister. And you're not going to disrespect your daughter. That should have been a more throated statement from you, Ivy. Just keep it above. So after that, Wendy said, I want them out of my fucking house. Now, Eddie tries to diffuse it, but it's already there, and Ivy is done. Now, I believe Wendy and Ivy have a close relationship, so I don't think it's over. And Susan, she keeps enjoying Wendy's money. But right now, your daughter's money is locked up in a situation that Wendy had caused upon themselves, right? So, and Wendy says that she's not on the hate train of hating their dad, that she's there by herself. Child, like I said, I think that was just team too much of the words of Tamar Esteem Braxton, and there's no way I could ever talk to my mom and my dad's that way. No. No, the funeral will be today if I ever talk to them that way. Now, we have had arguments, disagreements, this, that, and the third, all around the world, but we've never gotten to that point, nor should it ever get to that point. So then Monique, she said, who am I? Right? She's at this event, and then she says, I'm a binder bitch. Do you know what you just did? You allowing everybody to now call you a bitch on social media. Well, Monique said she was a binder bitch. I can talk about it in that fashion. Now, of course, we got to see what it is. Now, of course, I'm guessing binder bitch is probably her, mental health, daily devotional mental health planner. The planner where you write your dates and everything else. I'm assuming that's what it is. And then Angel, welcome to Colorado. I thought I had an O at the end, but I thought that was cute. And then apparently it's a rental Airbnb. And Angel said that I am not because Monique asked, why are we at your house? And Angel said, I'm not going to have negative energy at my on my property. I'm like, whoa. But also, too, I'm not mad at Angel because I would do the same thing. If I felt uncomfortable, no, we ain't doing this at my house. Okay? So, I think that's everything. Like I said, the ladies have been holding their own. A lot of people miss Karen Huger. I still believe it should have been 8/7 Central, Housewives, 9/8 Central, Karen Huger watching every episode and reacting to it just like 90 Day Fiance Countertop. But yeah. And then, of course, Married to Medicine. And then after that, Watch What Happens Live. I think people would have been here for it. I really, really do. So, with that being said, here is this for me a takeout, right? I thought this was interesting. Ashley Darby, one of the stars, and that's being said very loosely here, of the Real Housewives of Potomac, did not mince words when asked about her ongoing issues with fellow RHP cast member Wendy Cepho. When Andy Cohen asked her why Wendy refused to speak to her backstage at BravoCon, Ashley said nothing happened. Actually, it was a fan submitted question. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. She explained that the tension stems from an apology she previously made, clarifying that was never meant for Wendy herself. Really? So you just switched it up now because it didn't go your way after you said what you said? You know what I mean? My apology that I gave to her was to her children more than anyone else. I stand by that apology. Ciao. We don't stand by that apology just like you stand by your horrible singing. And Andy Cohen said, and where was this? At my event. And what's the event? Oh, your singing event. Child. Wendy, she says that Wendy's kids were innocent bystanders in all of this, drawing a firm line between them and their mother. When pressed on what she owed Wendy an apology directly, Ashley was unequivocal. No, it's to her family, to her children, she said, for adding, and Wendy can also go kick rocks. Ashley then went on to explain the apology was tied to jokes she made on her show on the day Wendy was arrested. I made some jokes the day that she got arrested at Zen Win. I said that Zen Win was in the pen. She admits she still showed no interest in repairing the relationship, repeatedly stressing that the apology was not to Wendy, reaffirming her stance without hesitation. Now, Ashley, you talked about, your former dude that, you said he wasn't financially stable, this, that, and the third, but yet you were some white man's concubine, okay, where he was pinching asses and had a lawsuit for cameraman. You had to scream, stop it right now, and this, that, and the third. You do realize people have the right to reject your apology, right? So now you want to switch it up because she didn't accept it backstage. But God forbid you in some shit. You remember when Karen said clankety clank, okay, about, Michael's dingling being posted on the internet and stuff like that? See, Ashley is going, see, this is the thing. Karma does not miss an address. So even though it's Wendy's time now, Ashley's going to put herself in some shit. And then when it's Ashley's time, I don't want to hear shit from Ashley, okay? So we're going to take a little commercial breaky break. And we'll be back with more Burlington's Virtual Tour Live right after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this rolling.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Pray lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Pray lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth. We're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done our way with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, look the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Miral's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
I'm loving it. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back and welcome back into Braylon Lee's virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here in the building. I think that was everything. I'm gonna turn off my camera now because we done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. What a epic after show review show tonight. By the way, content is not done over here tonight. No. So you guys are getting, excuse me, not one, not two, but you're getting 3 shows tonight. Yes, indeed, you are. So, of course, we did this show at the top of the morning here, the Stars Network potential acquisition of the FYI Network. If you missed that one, please go back and watch it. I talk about how Stars, the network, could buy the FYI Network and make that their linear network to expand their digital content platform, the Stars app. Then, of course, you're watching the Real Housewives of Potomac after show right from this space right here, right now. And then tonight, Billie Holiday told us about strange fruit. For example, Nicki Minaj, everybody. Yes, indeed, there. So we will talk about that tonight at 8:30. Should be an interesting time had. Like I said, I got a lot to say. Y'all got a lot to hear. So please be here at 8:30 because we're going straight from the top of the show. Straight from the top. And then, of course, tomorrow night, which is Tuesday night, Married to Medicine, and then of course Wednesday will be another show. Thursdays, as you all know, I am usually off of YouTube, and then Friday, 2 shows, 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. And then of course back at it again with Red Love on Saturday. By the way, on Thursday it is Christmas, so Merry Christmas to everybody. Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Festivus, and everything else. And then y'all, next week will be the last week of the year and the beginning of a brand new week. So, of course, Wednesday night will be our New Year's Eve celebration, of course. And I learned my lesson from last year where Dick Clark can't play really Dick Clark New Year's Rockin' Eve, child. But, not New Year's Rockin' Eve, but can't do the countdown. But I will be here and we'll be live making it do what it do and all that good stuff. And, should be a good time. So, yes, indeed. So, man, good stuff. But, yeah, we'll be back here tonight at 8:30. So, yes, indeed. So, signature. There we go. Hey, 2 people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're just chillaxing here. Glad to have all of you here in the building with me. Yes, indeed, we are just chillaxing. Talked about Potomac tonight, Real Housewives of Potomac. And like I said, 8:30, we'll be back here tonight to talk about Nicki Minaj and what happened at Turning Point. Happened over the weekend. I saw it. I'm like, Lord Jesus, okay, I got y'all. We'll talk about it. Good damn. But yes, indeed. So a lot of stuff to get to. So I think I'll chill out here until 1 hour and 10 minutes, and then we will head on out of here. Because then I gotta get some rest and get ready for the for this show here. Because child, it's going to be a lot for sure. So, oh yeah. Also, what really will be a vibe right now? Some KFC sandwiches, man, and that original barbecue sauce. Oh my if we're just chillaxing. Just chillaxing here. Yes, indeed, we are. Hey, two people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're just chillaxing. Talked about Real Housewives of Potomac tonight. Like I said, 8:30, we'll be back here talking about Nicki Minaj live tonight. So it should be a very insightful conversation. Everybody is giving their take. And of course, we cover everything else of the culture. So there's going to be a lot of people having a lot to say. So we'll see how that all pans out. 8:30 tonight. Yes, indeed. So. Hey, three people, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you all. Like I said, we talked about Real Housewives of Potomac tonight. Season is almost over. I do believe it's 15 episodes, I think. Something to that degree. So yeah. So yes, indeed, there. Yep. And by the way, shout out to reviews and recaps for coming through. Thank you so much. And the Nell Stiller, thank you both for being here. I appreciate y'all. Yes, indeed, I do. Yes, indeed. Hey, three people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Let me get y'all the daily motivator up here. And then we will head on out of here because I definitely want to have time for Nicki Minaj here. So here we go. Achieve success in any area of life by defining the optimum strategies and repeating them until they become habits. Charles Gibbons. Very well said, good sir. So here we go. This is time for the day motivator for Monday, December 22nd, 2025. Attend to your feelings. If you find yourself feeling unfulfilled, give of yourself more generously. If you want to reduce stress, offer more kindness. If you desire fewer worries, make it a point to put life's issues into proper perspective. If you're tired of so much anxiety, choose to be more patient. The feelings you experience from day to day do not mysteriously arrive unprovoked. There's a reason you have them and plenty of useful things you can do in response to them. Your feelings can inform you about the world you live in and the people around you. Yet their most profound messages are about you, your priorities, your behaviors, your values. When you don't like the way you feel, there's a reason for that feeling. Is likely prompting you to take a good look at the way you're living your life. Your feelings come from a part of you that seeks the best of you. Pay attention to them, make some adjustments, and you'll probably feel a whole lot better. Ralph Morrison. Well, let's talk about attend to your feelings. This year has been quite the year for feelings. Am I right? From what just happened with Nicki Minaj to Milagro Grams and Megan Thee Stallion and P. Diddy and the president and what he's been doing and this person and that person and everything in between. My mom has always said, you cannot control the world, but you can control how you respond to it. So that's the first thing I will say. We all have a choice to respond or to be reserved. The second thing I will say to you all about this, right, is your feelings can inform you about the world you live in, the people around you, yet their most profound messages about you, your priorities, your behaviors and values, right? So the way the world is spinning recognize when there's a break in the system, and sometimes sit with that break. Figure out why that break is in the system and what you need to learn from it. Because sometimes breaks are really just chances for you to check in on yourself mentally, right? And the third thing I'll tell you is it's likely prompting you to take a good look at the way you're living your life. But also too, it can prompt you to take a hard look at how you're not living your fullest life, right? There are plenty of goals still that I want to achieve. In the new year, I was hoping for a new job on my birthday. And still hoping for a new job here in the new year. And we've talked about this, throughout this year alone, that everybody who's trying to make it can barely get to the door, but the people doing the worst or get through the door. And, I say this to you, I say this to myself, recognize the wins that you have. Everything takes time. You may not be the most known. That's okay. I would rather have one person here who likes me for me than a million people watching me and will fall by the wayside the next day because of what I say. Right? You have to know who you are before you make yourself available to other people. And with that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you will always want a blessing and trust. You may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Wise one thing to call yourself is nothing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, by spending time there, Ron, it's been great together. Always remember we're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just recognizing that even though you feel the way you feel, that doesn't mean that your feelings are the only one that matters, right? Make sure the replay is not just right for you to watch it, not just right for you to listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. I love you, I value, I embrace you all. Always remember, or see what you gotta get, or see what you gotta get, or see what you gotta get. Wherever obstacles you've overcome, where successes you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, listen. The new year will be here in a week. Blessings can still happen within these days. But if blessings still don't happen for you within these days, recognize that you're almost there to another year. Don't let anything that is holding you back keep you from what you are going after for, okay? And what God or whoever you believe in has for you. Commercial break and fireworks are coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings the whole way for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, as a culture. I feel the love and send it right back to you. If this is your final tour for the evening, good evening to you. Also, too, good morning, afternoon to you based on your location. But finally, if this is not your last tour, I will see you back here tonight at 8:30. Talking Nicki Minaj, Turning Point, Erica Kirk. What the fuck happened? We'll talk about all tonight at 8:30. One love, much love, all love. I feel love. It's sending it right back to you. Bye, everybody.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter. Because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that...
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it. Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to...
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.